Hi guys, it's Amanda from HeismanHealth.com. I help busy entrepreneurs eat for success so they can go about doing their thing, changing the world. All right? And I am doing this video kind of as a follow-up to our last video. In our last video, we had a quick tip about eating once and, cooking once and eating twice, right? To make things easy on yourself and save time while still eating healthy. And so this brought up a great discussion. What about leftovers? So there's I feel like there's two camps, right, when it comes to leftovers. There's camp number one, which is the love leftovers. Like, as long as it's good food, I could eat it over and over again. These are the phase people. I'm totally in this camp where you go in phases, like you have the same thing, not just with food, but anything. Like I do this with hard-boiled eggs all the time. Have like a phase where I'm like, oh, love, love, love. And then some time goes by and I'm like, ugh, I don't want any of that. And then a few weeks go by until you start the phase up again. It happens. Not just with food, but things like mascara, Pure Barre, parachute pants. You go in phases. Anyway, I digress. But there's camp one that loves leftovers, and there's camp two that is like, meh, like, bleh, meh. Leftovers, maybe, or even outright disdain for leftovers, or, just some of the people brought up that it can be a hard sell in their household, in their home, which I totally get because my partner is over here in camp two, right? Not a picky eater, but doesn't like eating the same thing 2-3 days in a row. Okay, so what do? I want to talk about dressing up our leftovers. One of the first things that you can do is eat the portion you're going to eat and then freeze the rest and pull that out, a week later, 2 weeks later, when you're in a pinch and haven't had time to cook dinner. And that can be like, it's the same meal, but it's a whole new meal. It doesn't feel like leftovers because you've frozen it. But what are ways, if we are going to serve it the next day or the second day, what are ways we can dress up our leftovers? How can we dress up our leftovers, take them out for a fancy dinner? I crack myself up. So I'm going to use the sweet potato recipe that I just posted earlier this week as an example. So this motion means scroll down on the page and go, if you haven't seen it already, go take a look at the sweet potato recipe that I posted. It's a picture. And I think it was called Barbecue Lentil Stuffed Sweet Potatoes. It was an amazing dinner. Was it good? And I have, so using that as an example, I have 3 different ways we can dress up those leftovers, okay? So I'll give them to you to eat again the next day. Number 1, with that sweet potato, you take it out, right, the leftovers, put it in the stove, start warming it up, and then make yourself a big greens salad out of whatever your favorite greens, a normal salad that you would make. Then you pull that out, pull the sweet potato out when it's ready, and just put it on top and mix it up. Maybe add some avocado on top of it. You've got a really filling meal that way. And I love the mix of hot and cold, warm and cool, temperatures in this salad. It's really interesting, all sorts of sensations, okay? So that's number 1 way to use that leftover example. Number two, you can toast a piece of, have your side salad and then toast a piece of sprouted bread, like Ezekiel bread or Trader Joe's has their own version of it. This is going to be a lot less. I can do a separate video on this, but sprouted whole grain bread is going to be a lot better for you than the white and wheat out there. Toast that. Spread either some butter or some avocado on there, and then scoop, kind of like moosh down the sweet potato a little bit and put it on top of it like toast. And you can eat it like open-faced. You can put a piece of romaine or other lettuce on top of it to make it more manageable, or you can cut it. And you have like a really nice hearty meal, dinner, lunch, what have you. Okay, number 3 way to dress up your sweet potato leftovers is sushi. So this is one of my favorite things to do with sushi. And with this particular recipe, it's going to taste like cowboy sushi, like barbecue sushi, right? But I do this with any sweet potato recipe. Is you get a nori wrap, that's the seaweed wrap, and you spread it with mustard, with Dijon mustard, and then add any of your favorite veggies like cucumbers or matchstick carrots, and then add avocado and sweet potato. Roll it up. I don't even bother to make the sushi slices, but you can if presentation is important to you. I eat it more like a roll, and that's super filling as well. I just need one, my side salad or my veggie sticks and one roll. So there are 3 examples of dressing up your leftovers. I hope that has helped. Comment below and let me know in what ways you dress up your leftovers, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye!